And welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be jumping back down into the world of Bitcoin, reviewing the most recent price action, what we think is likely to happen next, and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into the video, if you find it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new, subscribe. And guys, what are you waiting for? Check out our Discord server if you haven't done so already. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free. And guys, I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so check it out. So let's jump right down into this. We'll keep it nice and brief, see if we can do this under 5 minutes. So we've had a bit of a move to the downside. That did break our structure. Okay, we were looking for a structured move to the upside, a little bit higher than the 29,673. Obviously, we broke down, going down lower than the previous swing low, breaking that structure. So the new structure that we're tracking here, or the structure that's now it's morphed into, is this three-wave pattern to the downside. And it's actually a little bit more sinister than even just that, because if we focus in on this little move that's happened over here, we can see that we got the break of structure. That's basically confirming that we are in a bearish state of play. That happened a couple hours ago. That was about 3 a.m. GMT. Okay, so we've got the break of structure here. This goes with the break of structure from this side and the break of structure from this side, and yes, right, that's the change of character up there. So you can see that we're in this bearish state of play, pulling the price action down. However, I don't think this is going to be long-lived now. I think we're almost done with the correction here for BTC, but there is some other things going on that we need to be aware of, and the most important one is this recent move to the downside, because if we measure the distance between the low and the high, we move it over to the wick high over here, you can see that we hit the 1.618 over this side. That means that we are currently in a wave 4 move to the upside here, and that looks like it's pretty much done. Dropping this to a 15-minute, okay, we can see here that we kind of pushed up, we bounced out. We haven't quite yet fully pushed up into the structured move to finish. So let's go ahead and show you what a three-wave pattern should be. So we should target out approximately 29,000, more likely to be the 50 EMA there, on a 1-to-1 ratio. A double top, though, is our minimum expectation. Okay, now if I measure the distance from the high to the low of the wave 3, we actually see that we've come up to our 38.2% wave 4 retracement already, and therefore, realistically speaking, we can now just move on down. So it doesn't have to really push up that much higher, if any at all. Okay, so just bear that in mind, as it looks like it could potentially have completed. It can push up a little bit further if it needs to. As you can kind of see in here, it's pushed up a little ways. From a 15-minute time frame here, it looks slightly different, but looks actually quite a lot different. But we can see here that we've pushed on up, and if we take a look at it from here, it's actually on the 7 o'clock. On the 15-minute, at 7 o'clock, it didn't wick up that high, which is quite interesting. But yeah, nonetheless here. So, and you can kind of see on the 1 hour time frame, it gives you a totally different point of view. It looks like you came down first, and then we wicked up higher at 7 o'clock. But that's because in reality, as we wicked down, we pushed up, we pulled back down, and then we've just started to push back up again. Okay, and so the different time frames here, on the 15 minutes, it makes it look like we haven't yet finished. On the 1 hour, it looks like it has finished. Okay, so it could kind of go either way, but I think for the most part, we're probably going to be pushing up just a fraction further before we actually start to see this correction to the downside. But just be a little bit aware that this fourth wave is pretty much done. And then we're going to come down into that final fifth wave movement. I suspect a double top is probably realistically going to be where that lands and where it is done. So what does this look like? Well, it looks like this. So we have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Up here is a wave 4, we'll come down to wave 5. Now, the higher that wave 4 goes, the lower that wave 5 goes. Okay, and wave 4 is not allowed to cross the wave 1, so it cannot go higher than 29,115. So if we want to break this structure, okay, and we want to change the behavior of the people, then we have to break higher than 29,115. Okay, failing to do that, and if we have already topped out, then our target range is going to be down here between the 1.236 and the 1.618. That puts us at 28,856 to 28,633. Okay, and that happens to fall right in line with this fair value gap. That's what this area here is representing. In fact, I will go ahead and try and match up that green if I can. That's not even the right thing. I need the, is that the fill? Oh, it is the fill, yeah. So if I come into the fill and I make it green, you can kind of see I'm not going to get the exact green, am I? But there we go. So that area right there is basically going to be our fair value gap. So you can see that we're pushing back down. Now this white line here, this white line represents a 1.618 target range from the target from up here. Let me show you. So if we complete this 5-wave movement and we go and extend down deeper than hit that 1.618 at 28,521.74, then that's going to basically mean that we have here some kind of diagonal, some kind of bounce upwards, and then we move back down. Okay, now it's possible that this wave 1 also starts here, but also possible that it does not. It's an interesting structure here. It could be a leading diagonal, then up, then 3, then 4, then 5. I'm not sure about that just yet, but for now, if we measure the distance from, I mean, it's going to have to be here to here. We pull this over to this area, right? That there would basically mean that we'd have to come down deeper into that 1.618 target range, which you can see down here, in order for us to kind of see that as a wave 1, 2, and then all of that as a third wave. Okay, so for now, that's not something we need to worry about, but something that we need to be aware of, because if price does come down in a sharper, more impulsive movement towards the 28,521, then we're going to be in an impulsive structure on a longer time frame. However, I suspect that actually all of this is kind of short-lived, because I think we're coiling up for a bit of a move and a bit of a break to the upside here. So it's where we are right now. I think ultimately Bitcoin's looking pretty good. It's in a prime position, but do expect slightly cheaper prices before we start to see any move to the upside. I think, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you found it useful and informative, smash a like button. If you're new, subscribe. If you haven't joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out, linked in the description below. And guys, if you're looking for a little bit more from the crypto space, why not check out membership.𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧 see what you can enjoy some of the additional benefits that we have to offer for members. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.
We are not financial advisors, and none of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.